Hey, what's up? How's it going? We had a 3-gamer on the NBA last night. It wasn't sexy at all, you know. But today is a new day. We got 12 games, man. I just get off work. At, oh my God, 12 games, man. 12 games. 12 games. So, man, I'm trying to go through this shit and go. I'm trying to go through it, man. Let's like and subscribe if you like this video. It's important that you have Twitter for injury news and updates, and it's important that you hit the notification bells on every time, so you can get notified every time I upload a video, just in case I don't upload it on one of your favorite social media sites. Sometimes I'll be so tired when I get off in the morning. Sometimes I upload the video, then I forget to spread it. I spread it around on my social media sites and send it to my friends and stuff. That's why it's good. You guys need to hit the notification bells, and hopefully I point out some things. I got a few different audiences, man. DFS audience, even sports bet audience, and even if you're not a DFS player and you just fuck with the sports books, then it's still good, because I'm going to point out a few things here and there that's going to be beneficial to both of us, so you can both sides of the field, so you could get a grasp. And my videos is an early look, giving you a stepping stone to carry out your day. Start off with some lines, man. We got coming out of the Detroit Pistons and the Cleveland Cavaliers. We got an over/under 214, and the Cleveland is favored by 2.5. Big ups to Cleveland for getting the favorite spot, playing well this year. Sacramento Kings against Orlando Magics, 222 over/under. The Magics, they're favored by 1.5. Indiana Pacers versus Charlotte, 218.5 over/under. Charlotte favored by 1.5. LA Lakers and Philly should be a great game. Should be on national TV. Should be. I should be at work with my dumb ass. I never get a chance to watch games. It's crazy, man. But anyway, 221.5 over/under. Lakers favored by 2. Damn, that's juicy. Okay, Milwaukee Bucks and Toronto Raptors. Right here, the Bucks are favored by 6, and the over/under is 223.5. Brooklyn Nets and Atlanta Hawks, over 235.5. Big total there. Brooklyn favored by 7. Where my people's at? Straight up. Denver Nuggets and Miami Heat. Denver Nuggets favored by 5, over/under 220.5. And Boston Celtics and the Spurs. Boston favored by 3.5, over/under 225. OKC Thunder, over/under versus Phoenix Suns, over/under 220.5. Phoenix Suns favored by 6.5. That's interesting. Dallas Mavericks and Utah Jazz, over/under 225.5. The Jazz favored by 4, man. Like I said, over/under 225.5. That's interesting. I'm smiling at that because that shit interesting for me too, man. So, Washington Wizards and New Orleans Pelicans, over/under 227.5. Pelicans favored by 7.5. Another interesting game there. And Minnesota Timberwolves at Golden State. The Warriors favored by 8, over/under 227.5. One thing to point out for this Wizards game, keep an eye out on this Wizards game. This will be a back-to-back for Westbrook. He might be out. You want to jump on anything, whatever it is. This I usually use Fanduel Sportsbook, and they've planned for maintenance over here, so I had to come over here to DraftKings Sportsbook And for my sports bettors, check this out. They got a 33% profit boost on any three leg or more parlay. So, there you have it. We got 12 games. We got plenty of games to choose from, man. That profits boost is nice, man. Man, that's a third right there. So let's get into it, man. Let me start off right there. Start right off at the Indiana and Charlotte game. We know LeVert is out. Sabonis is questionable. He had an MRI. Everything came back clean. We know Warren's been out. And for the most part, everybody else that's relevant is good to go. Indiana, like I say, watch out for Sabonis. If Sabonis is in, I really love to play. He's a monster. We already know what he is, a double-double, possible triple-double candidate. So for my prop bettors and shit out there, y'all know what it is. Malcolm Brogdon is somebody who's been smoking. Well, the last game he was smoking against Toronto. So, there you have it. 8,300 on DraftKings, 8,600 on DraftKings, and he is 8,300 on Fanduel. Oh, shit, I'm sorry. I went away from the whole damn game. Miles Turner, somebody who's been playing awfully well. His price has been creeping up, but he's been playing awfully well, especially on the defensive side, getting a whole bunch of blocks, 3-6, 3-4, 6-3, 4-8. He's somebody who, as we say, he'll beat your shit up. Getting his blocks in. He with those blocks and stuff, you really want to look at him on FanDuel, because they're getting 3 points and shit for blocks. And he's not a guy to get a lot of double-doubles for the double-double bonuses and shit on DraftKings. You'll get him over there on FanDuel surprisingly at $7K, man. But the slate is loaded tonight. And then, if Sabonis having to miss, guys like McDermott would probably start, at the 4. Interesting players, Jeremy Lamb. His price is creeping up. If you want to jump on him, I suggest you get on him now. If you're feeling froggy, the minutes is creeping up. 19, 28, 20, 33. I would say he's ready right now. He takes the shots. He shoots 3. He takes the shots. At 5,100 on FanDuel, you'll whoever the fuck that is just send me a message on Instagram. On FanDuel, you'll get him for what? $5,200. So price is similarly the same. And, with a slate this big, that's probably anybody I'd be able to even, stomach to get to over there. On the Charlotte side, Gordon Hayward, he's been playing beautiful basketball. 8,100 on FanDuel, 7,500. A beautiful price tag on DraftKings. The 3-point, the usage is there for him. He's been doing a little bit of that a little bit of both on the peripheral side. He's just been on the tear the last 3 games, especially on DraftKings. I don't mind the play, man. He's small forward and power forward eligible, 7,500, man. I'm looking for him to keep it going. Just a very nice play to me. Terry Rozier, Devontae Graham, P.J. Washington, Gordon Hayward, those guys, they get minutes. Like I always say, the minutes will be there for them. You just got to pick your poison with the production. These guys, Devontae Graham and Terry Rozier, they're up and down. One day it'll be this guy, one day it'll be this guy. P.J. Washington, the price has crept up on him. I just can't get to him for that price tag. I just can't do it. Neither side. I don't even have to go on FanDuel. I just can't get to him. And that's about it. They're just pretty straightforward, man. Cody Zeller, he's been back for a few games. I wonder if his minutes... Yeah, so the first game, he played 11 minutes, then he played 15 minutes, and then he played 18 minutes. So his minutes is creeping up. You never know. He might get to 20 minutes or above, sitting there at 3,400. If I was ever to consider playing this guy, it would be on DraftKings, where you can play 2 centers. Moving on along to the next game, Detroit and Cleveland. Larry Nance is sporting a Q tag. We need to see what's up with him. I don't know. We have to keep an eye out on that situation. Blake Griffin is out in this one. And that's about it for everybody who's relevant. Starting off on the Cleveland side of things, Andre Drummond. Now, I like bigs against this team, but the situation with these guys, they have to get it. They have to get it often and early and often. You got Drummond sitting over here at 8,400 on Fanduel. You'll get him for 8,800. But we know the problem. We know they got Jared Allen breathing down his back, and then we got JaVale McGee breathing down Jared Allen's back. So the big situation is cluttered over here. Be interesting to see what type of moves, because I know they're gonna have to do some type of trade or whatever. What type of moves they'll be willing to make, or getting ready to make, or trying to make. So for those reasons, I'm definitely out. I can't really, even though the matchup is juicy, I just can't. I love to see Drummond get his full allotment of minutes. Colin Sexton, big shot taker. The volume is there, especially in a good matchup. The volume will be there for him. It's all a matter. He's priced decent. It's all a matter if you want to take that shot at him. He's probably priced at about $7K on FanDuel. What is it? 7,300. So he's 700 more on FanDuel. And then the Chetties and the rest of it. Garland is interesting though. His minutes should be creeping up. I wouldn't be surprised if I seen him go over 30 minutes this game. 4,600. His usage should go up with the minutes. Just an interesting play. You get a starter. He does have upside before the injury, as you can see. He was putting up 40s and 50s and 30s and shit. So at 4,600 and on FanDuel, you'll probably get him at about 55, I believe. Somebody to take it to consideration. 5,200 on FanDuel. Somebody that'll probably follow the radar. He will on a slate like this. On a big slate like this, you got to get so many people low. You just can't get everybody. You just can't. Taurean Prince, somebody who's been playing 20 minutes, a game and shit like that, since he's been there. And, for the most part, if it's Sexton and maybe Darius Garland, other than that, I'll probably be off of that side, Jeremy Grant, his price is up there at 8,100. On a slate like this, I probably won't get to him. I have to check the status of Larry Nance Jr. He'll probably have the opportunity to guard him. DeLon Wright will get D-Rose back, so DeLon Wright would probably take a hit right there. Do I mind? Would I get to him? I don't know, man. I highly doubt if I would. He benefited with the 36 minutes both games. That was very nice for him. He got a chance to shine. He had 56 fantasy points his last game, 7 rebounds, 9 assists. He's somebody who contributes in each and every last category, and that helps his fantasy output. But he is up and down. He can't give, like I said, he can give you a 50, he can give you a 20, he can give you a 12. Rose is coming back into the fold, so that'll take some minutes away from him. Rose probably is a no for me. And Wayne Ellington is somebody who's been playing good. I've been riding his coattail. I probably can't do it on a slate this big today. My 3 points prop bettors and shit like that. The threes have been there. They've been there. He's efficient. 6 for 9, 4 for 6, 6 for 10, 4 for 9, 7 for 11. He's been taking them shots and he's been making them. And like I say, on a slate like this, I can't get to anybody else. Blake Griffin is out, so in his absence, Josh Jackson, he'll probably see a little bit more minutes. If he's aggressive, the aggressive Josh Jackson can get you 30 fantasy points, But I just can't do it. Moving on over to the next game, Sacramento and Orlando. Injuries over here. Michael Carter Williams sporting a Q tag. You never know, he might be on his way back. He's questionable. And then the usual suspects has been out. So in the absence of Michael Carter Williams, we've been having Aaron Gordon has been playing point guard. I've been jumping on his assist totals. His assist in the sports book, his assist totals has been going up. He's been flirting with a triple-double ever since he had that one right here on the 18th. Like I said, so he's power forward. He's small forward and point guard eligible on DraftKings. The only thing about that, he's priced at $7,700, and on Fanduel you'll get him for about $6,800. So I like to play on Fanduel. I don't like the price tag on DraftKings, and I need to go to the books. I need to check to see what his peripherals point props is, preferably assists. Going up against a Sacramento team that not good defensively. It's a good matchup for him. Keep in mind, by him running the point, it could take a hit from his real points totals. You know what I'm saying? By him handling the ball, having to dish the ball and stuff like that. So be wary of picking him for X amount of points and stuff like that when you using him when you're checking out his prop bets. Nikola Vuces, he's in a great spot. He's priced at $9,200, man. So on FanDuel, you'll get him at $9,400, man. We're gonna need him to get us with the 50 and 60 ball, which we know he's very capable of doing. The matchup is juicy for him, though. The matchup is juicy. I don't mind the play. And then Evan Fournier, somebody who's taking a lot of shots, man. And this is since he's been back. His assist totals the last 3 games has risen. So it's going to be interesting to see, what's going on with that. And that's also helping out his fantasy output. $6,400 on DraftKings. On FanDuel, he should be priced about $6,200, I believe. Where did I see him priced at? Oh, $5,900. So he doesn't need 30 to hit you, to hit value. You know what I'm saying? For an interesting low cost player in this game. If you want to get a cheap piece of this action on this Sacramento Orlando game. And then Terrence Ross is nothing but a GPP play for me, and Ken Birch, I just can't get to him, and James Ennis is somebody who's been playing a lot of minutes and a filler. You never know, he could probably pop off. His minutes are creeping back up. But, I don't know what happened in last game, but, it is what it is. Just somebody I just want to throw out there. And De'Aaron Fox, he's always in play. His minutes is back where they needed to be after he got hurt. Playing upwards of 35, 36, 37 minutes at $8,700. His price went up. At FanDuel, he probably priced a little bit cheaper, though. $7,900, so he's $800 cheaper. I don't mind his matchup. Orlando like to play slower. Sacramento like to play fast. May the best team win. Richaun Holmes, I just can't get to him on this slate. Buddy Hield, somebody who like to sit there and shoot the 3 all motherfucking day. I don't like to play him on in fantasy, but if you're smashing them books and you like his 3-point prop. 3 for 6, 3 for 7, 5 for 11, 2 for 9, 8 for 18, 6 for 11, 2 for 8, 3 for 9. No, that's not his total shot attempts. Those are his 3-point attempts. So there you have that. Harrison Barnes, he's tournament play for me. Marvin Bagley's minutes has went up. He's priced decent on DraftKings at $5,700. On FanDuel, you'll get him priced at $6K. Interesting play right here. It's very interesting play. Very interesting play. I have to look, keep an eye out for him. And that's all we've been waiting for. Right here, it seemed like his minutes just went up right here on the 15th. All before the 15th, we've been begging for his minutes to go up. So, in the event his minutes have been going up, his rebound totals have been going up. So that's something to keep an eye out on. I like the price on FanDuel, on DraftKings. I really do. And then I can't get to anybody else but Halliburton. Halliburton, the rookie, has been playing good this year. The minutes has been there. This will be. They want him to be great. You'll get Halliburton on FanDuel for 5,500. So 5,200 here, 5,400 there. They want him to be great. Possible Buddy Hield replacement. So, and let's go over to the Brooklyn and Atlanta game here. Interesting game. They got Brooklyn favored by 7. So on my sports better out there, take a look at that. Trae Young was questionable. This is a back-to-back for him. He should be fine. He should be fine. Starting off on the Brooklyn side, Kevin Durant, either you do or you don't. James Harden, can't wait till he get to be 7,300 because he ain't, these guys need to work it out. But somebody got to take the hit, man. Somebody got to take a hit. Right now, he just priced up a little bit too high. And one thing I want to point out about these high guys, these guys is priced so high right now. Like the LA Lakers, they laid the blueprint from the beginning of the game when they made those roster moves. They added from the beginning of the season when they added Schroeder, they added Harrell, cut LeBron the minutes down, cut AD minutes down. Start utilizing their full team because they're trying to build their team up and try to work for the long haul. Now, with that being said, I like to pay up for Anthony Davis and shit like that. So when I peeped that, that laid me off from paying up for guys either. So I've been paying up for Luka and the Joker, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And when I decide to pay up, sometimes I don't even pay up for them. And like I said, and I'm saying all that to say this: you can get balanced. Especially on DraftKings. You can really get balanced, and you know what I'm saying. That just show you that you can win without paying up. Not all the time, but you can. Kyrie Irving, he's sitting at a nice price tag. I wouldn't mind getting to him, but for the most part, I haven't played any of these guys. I have the big three that they have over here. And on a slate like this, you definitely don't have to play them. And then I don't even have to touch on none of these guys. I mean, if you want a Joe Harris or DeAndre Jordan or anything, be my guest. Joe Harris is an interesting play. I mean, is interesting for the books, especially with your 3-point props. 3 for 8, 7 for 12, 2 for 7. He's going to take them. He's a 3-point champion. They're going to need him to make them. So, there you have it. And I could just go over to the latter side of things. Trae Young's in play. These guys, both teams eager to get back on the court. Atlanta beat these guys, so there you have that. But like I say, Trae Young's in play. This is going to be a juicy game. Clint Capella out here crazy, man. Out here going crazy. Look at the rebound totals: 18, 19, 26, 15, 11, 19. He's just been boarding, man. Double, crazy. So, John Collins, if you want to get to him, I can't get to him at that price tag on this slate. DeAndre Hunter has been balling. For real. Kevin Huerter is a no for me. And that's it, man. Interesting game, though. Denver and Miami. Injuries over here. Jimmy Butler is out. Tyler Harris sporting a Q tag. Goran Dragic sporting a Q tag. P.J. Dozier is supposed to be out this game. That's interesting. Gabe Vincent is sporting a Q tag. Avery Bradley sporting a Q tag. So, we got a lot of news we got to sit back and wait for. Closer to lock. This game will be one of the second waves of the lock. So we just going to be sitting there waiting for news because this is important right here for the simple fact that on the Miami side of things, if we don't get Tyler Hero or we don't get Goran Dragic, then we got to look to somebody like Kendrick Nunn, who's we don't got to, but we can, who's been getting all the minutes as of late, 34, 35, 39, 32, 35. You know what I'm saying? And he has been making the best of them, Remember last year in the playoffs, he just got the axe, man. Spoelstra was like, no, sit your ass down. We're not even playing you. Anyway, so we need to keep an eye out on that news. You get Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson, he's another guy who takes threes, mainly all threes. Here's his totals. 1 for 10, 3 for 11, 3 for 6, 4 for 6, 6 for 9. You know what I'm saying? Most of his shot attempts are coming from beyond the arc, And Kelly O, these guys are being, you might have to look to them, If flash you some upside, you might have to look to them. And, another guy, Andre Iguodala, his price is interesting. He's been playing minutes, he might have to step in and play a little bit more minutes, He's been playing minutes. I don't like the matchup though against Denver though. Denver has, they just got some pretty names over there, Bam, I don't know if I can get to Bam. I don't know if I can get to Bam in this spot. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. I'm undecided. Jokic, Jokic is in play. Jamal Murray, man. It's just Jamal Murray. If you want him, you want him what? Michael Porter Jr., he's back. He's ready. This is like his third game back since he's been gone from the cover situation. 18 shots. He's back on it. He brought his Draco back out. He got his Draco out. So, he's ready. He's ready. Taking usage from a few guys over there. And then that's probably the only guys I can get to. Monte Morris, he's been consistent as a backup role. As a backup point guard, what you see is what you get. Hey, from a fantasy standpoint, look, it's all you can ask. And he's been getting minutes, though. 36 here and there and shit like that. But like I said, P.J. Dozier, he'll be out. P.J. Dozier, he's somebody who's getting minutes, too. So it's easy for them to fill those minutes. He had 9 last game, but for the most part, every other game, before that and shit, 14s and 19s and shit like that. So, it is what it is. Gary Harris is always, I ain't going to say always, but he's a no for me. He's just somebody, gets all the minutes, 32, 37, 39, 26, 35. 25, just dude. Come on, man. Golly. LA and Philly, what a game. What a game we got here. LeBron James and Anthony Davis have been sporting Q tags every day. Every game. Going up against Philly. Philly is someone who, a team that always play up to their competition. But mainly with the teams they play up to their competition with the teams they're supposed to be beating up on. Interesting game here, though. Interesting game. Boy, this one should be juicy right here. LeBron James and Anthony Davis, these guys, hopefully this game is competitive. You get a chance to see their full allotment of minutes. They price well. LeBron James is under 10K on Fanduel, on DraftKings. Anthony Davis is priced at 9K on DraftKings. That's juicy. 10-4 on Fanduel for LeBron, and how much is Anthony Davis? 10-1. So, a whole $1,100 cheaper. They firmly in play. It is what it is. You want them, jump on them. And for the Lakers side, probably Dennis Schroeder. That's considered from his price tag, but that, I probably won't be able to get to nobody else. Straight up, it's either the big dogs, And then on the Philly side of things, Joel Embiid, he's in play. He's somebody who's been tearing it up. Interesting to see if they give Marcus All a little bit more run today, because they're gonna need it. Definitely, they're gonna need it. They're going to need a 58, a 53, a 63, double doubles, shoot a couple threes here and there. It is what it is. That's Embiid. Ben Simmons, I just can't get to him. Tobias Harris is interesting. I don't know who will be guarding him. Maybe LeBron might guard him. This is what I like about Tobias Harris, the aggressiveness with the shot attempts. 7,200, doesn't need 40 to give you upside on that price tag, but we're gonna want 40. He probably gonna see some LeBron James defense. LeBron is not gonna want to get in foul trouble. Tobias Harris is gonna be aggressive offensively. He might be able to put in some good, a decent amount of fancy output, but he's gonna have to stay out of foul trouble on the other side too, because I'm quite sure he's gonna have to try to stick either LeBron or AD. So, but I don't mind the play. Seth Kerry sporting a Q tag. I don't know why. I just don't understand. He's somebody who can take and make the three. He's probable though, so he could take and make the three. He should be at 4,700. I just don't. I just can't get to him, but he can get hot. And then for the rest of these guys on a slate like this, I just can't get to him. Danny Green, he'll be playing a lot of minutes. Caldwell Pope, if he's hitting the three, he can be viable. 3,900, 1 for 8, 1 for 3s. He hit 7 for 10 right there, but I can look elsewhere. Moving over, damn, this is a big ass slate. Am I even close to being finished? Jesus Christ. ABC, he's in play, man. It is what it is. Pascal Siakam, he's sporting a Q tag right here. So we need to find out what's gonna happen with him. Chris Middleton, interesting matchup, man. He's the model of consistency though. 41, 37, 43, 45, 27, 40, 46. Model consistency. Peripherals are there for the most part. Going up against this Toronto team, they starting a couple midgets with Lowry and Van Vliet. He fuck around and get the switch in his barbecue. He shoots the 3, 1 for 6, 3 for 6, 0 for 5. Going up against this Milwaukee, Toronto, they like to stick around, man. They like to stick around. I don't know if they're going to be able to put them away early or what, but I don't mind the play, man. I don't mind the play. The temps has been there for 16, 15, 20. It is what it is. Drew Holiday, he's definitely going to have a juicy matchup because he's running the point guard. It'll be him, DiVincenzo, and then you'll probably get Middleton at the 3. Who the hell going to guard him? Come here. You know what I'm saying? 7,400 on DraftKings on Fanduel. He'll be 7,700. It'd just be interesting if these guys gonna be able to keep it close, man. Hopefully, see a good game out of this one. And then that's the only people that I'll be looking for, man. Just stay 3, out of this game, looking for out of their side. And then Van Vliet. Kyle Lowry, Pascal Siakam, OG, Chris Boucher, his minutes his prices came down. Norman Powell been starting lately. It's just, those are the usual suspects. They all get minutes. You have to pick your poison, man. Fred VanVleet has been playing well. He's consistent. He's consistent. He ain't afraid to take the shots. It is what it is with him. Kyle Lowry, he was disappointing last game. He only had 1 assist. I just don't understand. He's somebody who at least gets 6 assists or better. He'll be looking to bounce back. Milwaukee, I'm not a fan of they're not too. I'm not big on their rebounding. So Chris Boucher giving him minutes. I don't know what the coach is doing over there. He got 30 minutes last game, which was a plus. But the previous 3 games before that, they gave him 20 minutes. I don't know. And I don't know what his role is going to be. They're going to need to contain ABC. So it's going to be some shit that game. It's going to be some shit. Boston and San Antonio, Interesting game here. Jason Tatum is back. He should be getting his full allotment of minutes. Jaylen Brown, it is what it is. You know what it is. Marcus Smart is somebody I want to point out. He's been playing late. He's been playing good as of late. Somebody I don't play. I never get to him. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not getting to him tonight. 6,600, but he's been killing me. He's been balling. And I missed that train. I don't really jump on trains. Kemba Walker, 6,300, a nice price tag. He should be going for 30 minutes tonight. You know what I'm saying? His minutes have been creeping up. 7K on Fanduel. He started out on a strict 20-minute limit, went up to 29, played 24 last game. His minutes should be coming up, man. That's gonna be an interesting play. Daniel Tice, he's been playing good as of late, and he have to split minutes with guys like Robert Williams and Tristan Thompson and stuff like that. But I like what Tice is doing this year, man. Big ups to him, man. I don't know if I'll be able to get to him either, though, truthfully. And that'll be it for the. I can't get to Tristan Thompson and none of that. On the San Antonio side of things, you'll get DeMar DeRozan for 7,100. He'd have to be aggressive this game, so I like the price. He's small forward and power forward eligible. On FanDuel, I think he's priced up at about 7,700. 79. So he's a whole 800 cheaper on DraftKings. DeJounte Murray. I don't mind a play either. Keldon Johnson, I just can't get to you. The second-year man, I can't get to you, bro. Lamarcus Aldridge, 6K. He's probably about, 6,300 on FanDuel. He will flash some upside for you. 5,700 on FanDuel. His services will be needed this game, I'll tell you that. Patty Mills is somebody who's been tearing it up lately. 21 minutes against Washington, 34 fantasy points. 37 minutes there, 24 minutes. So, I won't be able to get to him. I just wanted to point that out. And that's about it. Washington, New Orleans, Bradley Beal, Westbrook. Westbrook might be a rest candidate this game, so keep an eye out for that. They'll just pop up. He's not sporting. This is a back-to-back. He's not sporting a Q tag, so keep an eye out. It just pop up. Fantasy Labs NBA. Boom. Russell Westbrook out. So some shit like that'll happen. And from the rest of these guys, if Russell Westbrook pops up being out, if Smith is sporting a Q tag, it's a lot of shit going on over here, man. It's just a lot. Okay. All right. Okay. Avija, Wagner, these boys popping up with Q tags, so they might be getting a little healthier, but for all those reasons, it's definitely pushing me up off of them. Bradley Beal is definitely in play though. Should be a get right spot for a guy like Brandon Ingram. His ass has been, I ain't gonna say he's been trash, but his peripherals haven't been there, and it's hurting his fantasy output. He's been getting, 30 points, but you got 37 fantasy points, 30 real points, 23 real points, 30 fantasy points. His price has been up there at 8K, 85, 91. No, I just can't do it. I'm not even going to him in this spot. I don't mind going to him in this spot, but I'm not. Same thing as Zion. Zion has been getting rebounds here and there, though, but we can't deal with this 3, 5, and 6 shit. We need double-doubles, man. We need double-doubles. He's been hitting the 40, though. He's been hitting the 40s, though, but, not flashing the upside. We want that upside. Interesting play right here is Eric Bledsoe. Last few games he's been saying, hey, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to be aggressive. All right, last game he played 34 minutes, 41 fantasy points at 5,400. See, that's what we want. He had 41 fantasy points at 5,100. That's upside on that price tag. That's what we want. Will I be able to get to him? I don't know. The matchup is there. The matchup is juicy. I will be considering it for sure. Lonzo Ball. This is a perfect opportunity for him to get up there and hit him a double-double or something like on the assist side. He needs a pick-me-up game. He had a decent game last game against a weak Minnesota team, where here's another weak Washington team. Let's see what you can do. 5,600. Steven Adams will be going up against Brook Lopez. He's priced nicely at 5,600. On FanDuel, he's priced at what? $5K. The matchup is there. You can check. You can look to his rebound props today. He had 3 rebounds last game. I'm quite sure he can get to close to 10. So that's something to look at. And then, that's about it. I can't really, I ain't going nowhere else. I ain't thinking about nothing else. OKC and Phoenix. We know Booker is out. Al Horford is questionable. That could really play a part in Isaiah Roby's fantasy output. He's been playing well as of late. George Hill is questionable. Dario Saric is out. So, Damian Jones is out. So, look, on the Phoenix side of things, Chris Paul, 7,600 on DraftKings. On FanDuel, Chris Paul. You got to look for Chris Paul, 7,400 on FanDuel. So, he'll probably be if I look to go for anybody on this team, he'll go up against his former team, he'll be my top option to look at. Last game, it was an overtime game against Denver. He had 56 fantasy points, a 40 there. We know he can give us 40 points or better on that in any given day. I like his price tag. I don't mind the play. DeAndre Ayton has been playing well as of late. Check out his rebound totals, 13, 13, 17, 16. Juicy matchup right here. Going up against OKC. If Horford is playing or not, the old veteran is playing or not, I still like to play. 7,300. We know he can give you upside on that price tag. He is priced at 8,300, so I'll definitely look for him on DraftKings. Bridges. Bridges going to get all the minutes he can handle. 36, 41, 34, 31. He can show you upside. 53 at 5,300, he can show you upside. He does a little bit of everything, guys. He does a little bit of everything. Priced probably similarly on DraftKings on FanDuel. So on a day like this, he's 5,400. On a day like this, we're gonna need guys that's gonna give you upside on their price tag to help our liners blossom. Jay Crowder. He shoots a lot of threes. 6 last game, 2, 5. I guess since he got over here, when he was with Miami, he was taking a lot of threes, man. But look for him to get some extra run. He's been playing with that second unit. Cameron Johnson, he's been starting. The minutes I've been there for him. If you want to go there, I don't mind. I'm not. And then on the OKC side of things, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be aggressive. When he gets up in this 8K price range, going against Phoenix, Phoenix has a decent defense. But when he gets up here in this high 8K price range, I started scratching my head. I don't know if I would be able to get there. He needs over fantasy 40 fantasy points. I'd like to see at least 50 at this price tag. So man, around high 40s. So I just don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to get to him. Darius Beasley, probably no. I won't be able to get to nobody else from this game, from this side, truthfully. Getting close to the end, y'all. Thank y'all for if you made it this far, thank you for bearing with me. Dallas and Utah, Luka in play, Porzingis in play. This was one of those. I think the spread was juicy on this one too, man. So that's something to keep in mind. Dallas on a back-to-back. That's something. Utah on a back-to-back. They just played and came back on the on Knicks. So on the Dallas side, they're getting back healthier. Richardson sporting a Q tag. Finney Smith sporting a Q tag. Dwight Powell sporting a Q tag. So we gotta look out for that. Look out for that injury news. And I think Dallas takes this game or take the spread. I'm telling you right now. Luka Doncic in play. They have nobody for him. They don't got nobody for him. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, Kristaps Porzingis, he's in play. You know, Tim Hardaway is a no for me on this slate. Brunson is a no for me, and the rest of these guys, they all a no for me. Them the only two guys I'm looking at. And on the other side of the ball, on a big slate like this, Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, maybe Mike Conley, Clarkson, no, Bogdanovich. I can't do no more of these guys. None of them. I can't do none of them. If it ain't the main guys, these four guys, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this slate, it is what it is. Moving over to the last game on the docket is Minnesota and Golden State. A rematch. Golden State beat up on them. Stephen Curry priced beautifully at 9,300 on DraftKings. On Fanduel, priced at 9,600. Even in the blowout last game, he did play 35, 36 minutes, 34, 45 fantasy. 53 fantasy points, 7 for 12 for 3. We already know who this guy is. We know what this guy can do. On a rematch, do we think Minnesota can be like, hey, man, we need to play better? If they come out and play better this game, we might see an even better fantasy output from Stephen Curry. They might get D'Angelo Russell back. Andrew Wiggins took 19 shots last game, going up against his old team. He had revenge narrative written all over that shit. So look for, he might want to try to show out again. I had him. I knew what he was gonna do. I don't mind the play. Kelly Oubre, he had a good game, 5,900. These late games are important because these are what we call late night hammer games. This game right here sits on an island at 9 o'clock by itself. This game right here can make or break you. If you think you're getting ready to cash, here comes this late night hammer game, and it's a whole hour later than this 8 o'clock game. So, man, you can man, you wonder why that money going down like damn, that Minnesota game going off. And that's about, I won't be able to get to nobody else on Golden State side. Those three main guys. I don't even want no parts of Dre, man. Dre been disappointing. If D'Angelo Russell comes back, they really gonna need him. And he didn't play last game, so man, it'll be interesting. He really need to play. He need to get his butt out there. He's questionable with these tricep shit. Get on out there. Chuck up some shots. Malik Beasley, in the absence of Russell, he took 18 shots, but he takes a lot of shots anywhere it goes. At 6,700, I mean, if they can keep this close, it's gonna be on the hands of D'Angelo Russell and Malik Beasley. But Nas Reed, he been playing good as of late, man. The minutes has been there. The 30 fantasy points been there. He's priced up though, so he's most likely he's not gonna give you no upside on that price tag. But he's been playing well. I won't be able to get to him. Vanderbilt, the minutes ain't been there for him. I mean, to a certain extent they have, but 25, 21, 27, 18, 29, you know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure he'll see about at least 20-something minutes, 25 minutes. But, in limited minutes, you see what he can do. He doesn't, he does a little bit of everything, man. A little bit of everything. And then, just everybody else is probably a no for me. Jerry Culver is out. So, Johnson Cody, he really don't do nothing. He's just out there for defensive purposes. McLaughlin, he's just a backup, even though he did play good last game and the game before that. But, it is what it is. And that just about wraps it up. I can't get to the number one pick. And then you got Jaden McDaniels over here. He's been, at 3,600, he's been getting minutes, man. So he's an interesting play. But, only on DraftKings for me. And that wraps it up, guys. I appreciate you sitting here, listening to me ramble. I appreciate the love, the shout outs, the feedbacks, the new subscribers. Man, I can't thank you guys enough. If you like this video, like and subscribe, man. I'm tired. I'm out of here.